Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back for Chelsea vs Everton Premier League game. And this has to be the game now where, come on, man, no more excuses. We need to win this game. We're winless. Winless in December. We've not won a Premier League game in 4 games now. It's getting long. It's getting a bit tiring. Obviously, we have bigger expectations. We're calling ourselves the world champions. Yeah, we're world champions. So I feel like maybe the energy is different now this season. Yeah. So I'm not going to be as maybe sympathetic as I would have been maybe at the earlier starts of this young team's reigns, right? So today we have to see something positive against Everton. And I'm just curious, are we potentially seeing enough with the lineup that Maresca is starting with today? There are some interesting decisions. We're seeing more players continuing to play nearly every game since the start of this month, even though we're noticing their performances dipping and dipping on a per game basis right now. Maybe things are different this time. Maybe things change. Who knows? But you know what? It's great to see some familiar faces here as always. Great to see you guys here in the chat, man. Yes, Stamford Bridge, great to see you here. Brace for Palmer today, and pundits saying he's back. I hope so. It's quite obvious that a lot of what we can do is made possible by Cole Palmer, what he offers, what he brings. And I do think that, I'm hoping, I'm praying that maybe he's finding his fitness a little bit. I mean, having a groin strain's not the easiest thing to get through. Little details as well too, like needing to get his match fitness up. I thought maybe his last game wasn't his best naturally. I don't think things are helped by the fact that he also has maybe that little like small pinky toe issue as well. And I know he has padding on his boots, but I'd imagine that maybe like the way you're moving on the field and maybe like the contact you're making with like maybe wet pitches and things like that, it might not be like feeling the exact same, especially when you're coming back after like a few months out, right? So hopefully he's back on his usual best form, because we do need Cole Palmer today, especially when he's going to be flanked by these guys in the lineup. I'm going to put the lineup on the screen right now, you guys. But as we are seeing today, we continue to see Garnacho, Neto, Enzo in midfield with Reece this time, and Malo Gusto remains in the lineup too. Now, it's a strong team on paper, but I think we can apply a little bit of context to what we're seeing, right? Enzo, Cucurella, they're probably the main question marks I have in this lineup right now, because I thought they were really weak against Atalanta, especially seeing how Cucurella fell off dramatically in that second half, and both goals were probably due to his inability to contain that side. We know what Cucu can do when he's at his full form and when he's there, but he plays such a demanding role, constantly sprinting, constantly running back and forth. It's not the easiest. And it felt like he suffered for those reasons against Atalanta. I guess, the players probably had 1 day's rest after returning back from Bergamo. They probably only had maybe 2 training sessions. Is that enough time to get back to fitness? I mean, these guys have top diets, dietitians, healthcare, recovery centers, all that stuff, right? I mean, let's see what that really brings. Garnacho and Neto, I mean, I'm not being angry with these guys at all this season, but I'll be honest, I did feel like maybe Esteval feel a little bit of grief to not be in this lineup. I think if there was one thing I wanted to see in the lineup today, and I've spoke about that in my preview yesterday, I want to see Esteval, Cole Palmer, and Joao Pedro kind of forming that type of footballing relationship. With Neto, do you really feel like he has that type of, synergy with anyone? I mean, he's a great type of like supportive player to have in the team, right? But in terms of synergy, I'm talking about, those like the bait moves that players who love playing together can play, like, that 1-2 or that particular running behind that gets found, I don't really see any of that. And I think sometimes this is why our wide play can suffer a little bit. I mean, personally, I think our attacking players have it really hard compared to most attacking players in the league. It's not the easiest job being a Chelsea attacking player. You have to follow the tactics. You have to work your socks off. Most times, you're not in areas where, let's say 10 times you receive the ball, maybe 1 or 2 times you have enough space to kind of do what you want to do, run towards goal and kind of affect and drive the game forwards. And the other 8 times, you have to kind of play backwards, play to your teammate, or just make runs. It's not the easiest thing to do at all. And it just feels like when Esteval's on the field, there's a little bit of something that comes. And I just thought maybe it's a little bit of a missed opportunity knowing that Malo Gusto's in the team, and this guy definitely won't be inverting. I feel like against Everton, I'm envisioning 3-1-5-1 type of things with Malo Gusto making the wide overlaps. This could have allowed Esteval to come inside, start learning how to play with Palmer and Joao Pedro. I don't know, man. I really feel like if we get to that point where we see these three together, we'll see more serious things happening with how we break teams down and how we attack, because containing those types of guys, I think, is mad. And the fact that also Joao Pedro kind of complements like a Esteval and Palmer. I mean, these are guys that like to make runs in the books. You know, they like to play off of someone. And that's where Pedro does his thing to support them. I don't know. Ideally, I would have preferred to have seen Esteval. But at the same time, let's see how the lineup goes. I don't want to get too negative and, put out energy that I'm already foreseeing that we're going to be crap in the first half and struggle. We're up against a good Everton team. We're literally 1 point behind these guys, yeah? I don't think that can be ignored. But yeah, I mean, that's the lineup that Enzo's gone with today, lads. So yeah, I'm going to go to answer some of your questions right now, because I want to know what you guys are feeling about this lineup at the moment. Like, what's going through all your minds right now? Yeah, it's an interesting one for myself. Jamili, Enzo was too tired. He should have come on second half. I mean, personally, I was thinking the same thing, man. I felt like maybe Enzo, maybe this guy could have, I don't know, be in the second half, as you're saying. Is Andre Santos maybe not that guy at all yet, where he can't be, starting these types of games, especially alongside Reece James? Fair enough. Is he not maybe doing things in training sessions where he's not doing enough for Maresca to kind of rate him enough to give him those opportunities? Potentially, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Enzo comes back and he's like on better form. And you know what? The only thing I will say about Enzo, if he is playing today, ideally, even though it's not going to happen, but if this guy was like playing the Cruz role to just kind of condense my point quicker, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I do feel there's a few times, you guys, where I would like to see a little orchestrator from deep that's kind of finding the attacking players in better positions, right? I don't know. I thought maybe against the low blocks and defensive teams, that might be something we do. But credit to Everton, they're going to work hard and they're not afraid to play with the ball. They're not the same Everton team under like a Sean Dyche. They're just going to sit back and soak pressure and play for moments. So they're a footballing team right now. They're doing their thing this season. They got players in great form. Dewsbury Hall, I'm sure this guy is going to get a very welcome applause later on in this game. But he's on fire, man. Guys like Ndai, one of the most dangerous wingers I'd say this season. I think Barry, now that he's finding himself in this Everton lineup as well, he's got the mobility, he's got the strength. Very young guy, very fast, very direct. It'll be a very tough test, I think, for Wesley Fofana today. So, you know what I mean? That's some of my thoughts right now. Leuven, 27-24. Nini, I know it. I got it wrong midweek with Esteval hat-trick, but trust me today, Palmer hat-trick. Remember that 4 goals against Everton with the penalty shenanigans? Aight, bro. You woke up in a good mood today. I don't want to, put a downer on your energy right now. Hey, listen, if you're saying that's the case, who am I to not say, who am I to say you're wrong? You know what I mean? Hey, why not? Why not 4? Why not 5 goals today? Yeah, why not 6? What are you guys saying? Michael, this lineup isn't it. Would struggle today seeing this lineup. Let's see. Obviously, listen, on full fitness, Cucurella, Enzo in the team all day. Let's keep it real. It's only because I'm maybe worried, and maybe I could be wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong today, but my only worry is that these guys are playing a lot of football. They're a bit tired. Seeing how they fell off against Atalanta, how are they going to be ready for today? But I could be wrong. Maybe they're having a lot of spinach on some Popeye type of thing. I don't know. But let's see how these guys perform. Cameron, where are you watching the game? you guys, you love to ask me this, and I love to provide for you guys in the community. So I've put a link to what I'm using. I'm pinning the message as well, so you guys, top pin comment highlighted. You can never ever miss it. If you're missing it, you're lying. That is the link to use, yeah. But don't try and be a bit discreet with it. Let's not kind of bait it out, because it's the most consistent one that never pauses, doesn't have stupid ads popping up. I kind of need it, so yeah, let's kind of keep it within ourselves. Fatigue first team. Nebraska don't trust the second team, which is kind of understandable considering the second team is younger than the second team last season. If Nebraska still had like Noni in the lineup, for example, in the squad, I mean, he'd be playing a lot more, you know what I mean? I think they're the type of details right now. AJ Cole, because Esteval is not good against low block teams. I mean, we can't really say he's not good against teams that he's not really had much of an opportunity to play against. Like, I'm not going to lose the Leeds United game. I'm not going to put Esteval in flames as if he was like the main culprit. I mean, I've been saying this. It was actually something I was saying from last season when we used to see our own wingers like your Nonis and Netos and everyone else kind of struggle against that type of tactic. I was like, okay, what are we going to do next year when Esteval comes? I don't want Esteval to suffer through this 2v1 stuff where there's no one around him. He has to figure it out by himself. And it's not conducive for a kid at 18 that wants to be a lot more creative, force things and come inside. So I can't really stick that on Esteval. I'm sorry. For me, after seeing this type of struggles against certain tactics for like, what nearly 2 seasons now, you know, I feel like we can maybe have some conversations around just the tactics sometimes. And to be fair, I did release a good video yesterday. I think my only disappointing thing was that because of, you know, the video getting taken down, demonetized, I had to kind of re-edit and revise it. You know, ideally I wanted it to be straight out after the Atalanta game. You know, I was disappointed by the fact that it didn't really get any views. Even though the watch time is really, really strong, like over 10 minutes. It didn't really get any views. And I did feel like I spent I went in a lot of detail with the video essay, kind of breaking down our struggles, what we need to do, and my solutions for what we can do against these type of low block style teams, right? So hopefully the algorithm will be nice to me today. I mean, let's see what happens. One sec, you guys. And I just realized for some reason my flipping WhatsApp's not connected to my WhatsApp on my PC. So just give me 1 second to connect that. Yeah, I think I'm through. All right, let's go. Yeah, 1 sec. All right, cool. Now I can get the updated graphics on screen, you guys. Apologies for that. A few little technical difficulties today, but we're figuring everything out. We're getting things done. Let me just put it straight back on there. 1 sec, lads. 1 sec. In the meantime, I'm going to ask some of your questions, though. Sorry, bro. Maresca reminds me of Xabi Alonso. If they don't want a player to have any play time, they don't play. I hope Estefan won't have the same end as Endrick. I feel like maybe Endrick is kind of more of an isolated situation because he decided that he was going to compete for minutes against him. But they have full control, full say, full everything, because in that ideal world, you're probably more likely to get the results and stuff that maybe you might need on paper, you know, controlling moments, controlling details, whatever. But the thing is that this sport's also a human game, and managers aren't controlling NPC style players. Sorry, you guys. I feel like I've lost data somehow, which is crazy. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened then, but the stream kind of just completely just flopping like that, not really making any sense. Apologies for that. But like, you know, these types of managers, they want to have too much influence, too much control in a human sport where, you know, the stars are always going to be the players. They will be the main stars. Yeah, they're the ones who've been training since they were fresh out the womb, learning how to kick a ball the right way, only ever being in football their whole lives. And then they're the ones who have the cameras on them. The fans are paying to watch them. Millions are watching their TVs. to stay engaged, they're going to have all the say and power over any type of manager realistically. And it's just like, if they feel, especially the best ones who know they're the best ones, that their football and their best game is being impeded to follow instructions that might make the team better all round, but don't allow those players to shine the way they do, there's going to be difficulties, right? I think Maresca's maybe a bit more fortunate in the sense that he's inheriting a young team that he can mould in his image, compared to a Xabi Alonso, where, listen, those ideas can work at a Leverkusen, who are like the underdogs perennially, right? But going to a Madrid where they've already won how many CLs? I mean, he should know the culture more than anyone. And I think he's tried to adapt, but, you know, it's hard to, you know, you go to those types of clubs, you're just there to empower the world-class players that Madrid are buying. You're not there to teach them how to play the game again. And I think that's where Xabi Alonso is having his difficulties, but I don't know, man. I also think if people are patient, they will find that type of balance. I don't think Xabi Alonso's that naive or that strict. You need a bit of time to find that balance. And he knows the culture of Real Madrid more than anyone, Xabi Alonso. So I don't know. Let's see what happens there. I thought their game against Man City was pretty good, to be honest with you, outside of their players not taking moments. So I don't know. I hear what you're saying about the comparison with Enzo, but I don't think it's as severe at the moment. I think maybe for Alonso, it's not as severe at Madrid compared to Maresca here, where, come on, you know, at times maybe the system kind of shines through more than the players. And I think that's where we suffer in the big games, right? Anyway, Stamford Bridge, audio cut out for me. Yeah, for some reason it lost out on a bit of signal then. I hope you guys are still here though. I don't know what happened. The audio is fine again? Yeah. Sometimes OBS can be a bit of a mad platform. That's just the reality. But I do have a super chat here. Thank you, John. Big up, John. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Damn, Sky Sports actually put me on blast. Like this, you know how annoying it was? I kept my government name like secret all these years, and then they just put me on full blast to the nation without even warning me as well. That's actually funny. But yeah, respect for that, bro. Love for the super chat, man. Thank you. But I want to discuss this lineup a little bit more, you guys. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on it. In your opinion, you guys, how confident do you feel with the attack in the game today? Because for myself, a lot of it really falls down to how ready Cole Palmer is. Because I can envision, there's a lot of off-ball movement for Garnacho and Neto, and Palmer could be that link, of course, to kind of connect the field, play these guys in behind through on goal at times, you know what I mean? And also, I think Palmer's going to be key, because when we saw Joao Pedro dropping deeper all the time against Atalanta, I thought he was doing some nice things, but it felt like it was in vain. It felt pretty futile. I didn't see the utility behind a lot of it, because who was running in the spaces behind Joao Pedro? Who was connecting up with Joao Pedro? Who was doing anything with Joao when he was holding the ball off two guys, keeping it, and there's no one moving in behind him? I think this is where, today, Palmer can have a lot of influence. Similar to his relationship with Nico Jackson, I think people, I spoke about it in yesterday's video, I think people forgot how much unselfish work that Nico Jackson did that really elevated Cole. And I think it's actually quite similar to Joao Pedro. I mean, statistically, he's one of the hardest working forwards in the league. His pressing stats are some of the best for forwards in the league. He does a lot of unselfish movements. But I think, obviously, what people forget about Chelsea strikers that Maresca wants, he doesn't want an out-and-out type of striker. He wants a striker that can do everything. And he wants a team that can spread goals across many positions, not just concentrating the goals to one guy. I guess his fear is if that one guy was never available in the season because he was injured, what does the rest of the team do? Fair enough. But this is where I feel like some people have been kind of going a bit lukewarm of Joao Pedro. I think I get it, but I think maybe you have to kind of see the bigger point. And listen, ideally I was thinking December would be different for us because Palmer and Joao would be the guys to kind of rise through. So my only hope is that today I see real strong evidence of their summer form returning back, because I feel like this could be maybe like a different type of weapon that maybe a lot of teams in the Premier League, but would have to have a few different question marks around, you know what I mean? So let's see what happens there. But I don't know, you guys, ideally, man, it's Esteval on the right I wanted to see, purely because I think some of the best stuff we do is when Cole Palmer has that freedom to drift to the right hand sides. And I think when you have an Esteval who's on the same wavelength, I just feel like the interchange could have been a thing, right? I think that's the only thing that we could be missing out on. So we've got to see how it goes. But anyway, I've got a super chat right here. This is from Koa52018. Thank you so much, bro. I love for that. Nini, at what point does Maresca just play the players to win the game at hand instead of worrying about the next game? Love the content, by the way. Appreciate it, man. Love back. At what point does Maresca just play the players to win the game at hand instead of worrying about the next game? I don't know why my brain is running so slow. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do other things at the same time. But let me try and like understand what you're saying. You feel like Maresca should kind of prioritize results. Is that what you're saying? Like he should focus more on results instead of anything else? Because I don't know, I could make the argument that it feels like, you know, using the Atalanta lineup, for example, that was like a results-focused lineup. That's why the big guys were still in the team. No real changes made. And I think Maresca's always been a guy that always prioritizes like the next game. I mean, he says that in his press conferences. He's never been the guy who thinks a step ahead. I mean, this is a guy that even downplayed his own Manager of the Month award, saying, cool, but we're in December now, yeah? So I don't know what you're talking about. November doesn't mean nothing no more. It's December. So I feel like I get what you're saying, but I think maybe, yeah, you might not like the answer, because I think Maresca might be doing what you're hoping you want to see. And maybe it's just not that great at the moment. But yeah, bro, appreciate it, man. Love for the super chat. And like I'm saying, if you guys want to have your questions prioritized, all that good stuff, you know what to do, man. Send your super chats in, and let's do this. But I'm going to answer a few more. Lovin, Nini, what do you think? Garnacho has good goal threat and positioning for attacking situations. Why not try him as a false nine? Nah. He's not a false nine. Like, if you're playing false nine, yeah? If you're playing false nine, you need to have a bit more to yourself, technically. False nine isn't just like, I mean, anytime like a winger plays as a striker, because of Messi, everyone just immediately calls him false nine. Like when Pedro Neto does that, he's a false nine. But the thing is, I've never felt like Pedro Neto is a false nine when he plays up front, because he only makes runs in behind. He doesn't drop deep to link play. He doesn't do none of that. Like when you're a false nine, you're linking up, you're dropping deep, you know. And you need to have the technical prowess to like play with your back to goal. Your anticipation has to be good. You have to have like really good close control, technical mastery. There's a lot of things you need to have. And I just feel like Garnacho is too direct to be a guy that would profit playing as a false nine. Maybe if it was desperation and all our strikers got injured and you just had to use a fast guy in a game one time, maybe it could be like the one game solution. But yeah, he's not a false nine. He's not a false nine. And who knows? Let's see how he develops. Maybe when he's 25, 26, you have a different conversation. But right now, he's not a false nine option. I think obviously the best one is obviously Joao. He's the best one we have, to be fair with you. And it could have been Nico, but the club kind of disrespected Nico. And then got kind of pissed at the end that he refused to kind of remain at the club, even though they did everything throughout that summer to undermine him and make him feel like he's not needed, not that guy, and not wanted whatsoever. So I don't know, man. I feel like the club tried to have their cake and eat it too much sometimes. It's a bit too much wheeling and dealing for no reason. And you pay the price, because obviously Nico would have been very useful to have in hindsight, right? But who would have foreseen that maybe Liam Delap would be getting the injuries that he's getting? So yeah, that's food for thought. Let me actually put up the full chat so you guys can see. Okay, I got audio after rebooting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like my OBS, everything's on like 4 green bars. Like I'm good to go. Sometimes, you know what I think it is? I think it's my area sometimes. That's the only explanation I have. But yeah, the wise, you get it. Like Firmino, false nine. You know, you need to have such a real good like feel for the game to be a false nine. Sometimes I feel like you got to be that finishing touch of moves. Like you understand what the next move needs. Does that require you to maybe make that run in between a defender to make space for the winger running towards goal? Does it mean you have to kind of sit a bit deep to play a 1-2 in behind? Do you have to kind of come even deeper to play a ball over the top to switch play? Like you need to have a really good natural footballing sense for what every move needs. I think this is why you don't tend to see false nines used that much unless you have exceptional players. And I mean Firmino, Ibrahimovic when he was at PSG. I think everyone forgets the role he was playing when he was linking up with Lavezzi and Cavani. That was, yeah, he was playing some of his best football his entire career and was doing full justice to that false nine role. And obviously the greatest in history, right? Lionel Messi. No one's ever going to be better than him playing that role. But, it's not a role that most managers tend to use because it's, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. But I do think Joao is one of those unique players where, he can play many different roles to the same level. And I think that's why he makes a lot of sense playing as a false nine, in my opinion. Okay, TC, Everton fan here. How you doing, man? Good to see some Everton fan opinions. You lot have no worries today. I see nothing but a comprehensive home win. Chelsea are too strong. I feel like you're trying to set us up for failure. Like we don't know about Everton's form the last 5 games. Like you lost 1 game so far. You got lots of guys in form. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have a bit more faith in your team because obviously not many things have been working perfectly for us. Yeah, for you guys, I'm seeing a few of you guys saying you want links for the game. As I'm saying, the links for the game are in the pinned comment. If you see my chat, pinned comment highlighted, this is the exact link I'm going to be using to watch the game. So use that one, yeah? Pinned comment. It's a great stream, great link, no interruptions, no stupid ad pop-ups. Try and keep it to yourself, yeah? Andre, Nini, YouTube be muting notifications from you. I have to manually search. This is the thing, bro. This is like one of the depressing things about living in such like a dystopian world where like everything now is just powered by algorithms. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to learn, and that's the thing. I'm a human being. I need to learn how a robot thinks, but that's the world we live in, man. But I'll be honest with you guys. Obviously, if you guys are watching my streams, I always feel like maybe you care like a little bit more about the channel. But I've been like a little bit low recently. Obviously, like the views haven't been that great. You know, obviously I'm putting efforts into certain things, not getting as much like traction from them like I was hoping. Obviously, I see the stats. I notice that things like notification buttons don't go off, and a lot of things don't go off like what they used to, like a year ago. It's yeah, I don't know, man. It's a little bit worrying, to be fair, at times. And for me, like, it never works in my favor whenever Chelsea lose games, because I think the natural thing to do after a loss is to, you know what I mean, kind of shut down everything, get about your life and not care. And I just think sometimes that type of like reinforcement to the algorithm kind of tricks it into thinking that, okay, maybe, you know, your content isn't as good anymore. Because I don't know, like one thing I would probably say is that now I feel like after all the years I've done YouTube, I probably feel my most like natural and confident. When I record, it's a lot more seamless and a lot more straightforward and a lot more like I can make the points up I need to make up instantly. Maybe before, a few years back, it was actually a lot harder for me. Like naturally my personality is, I mean, again, even doing YouTube, I'll be honest, it was a massive surprise. It was never like really like like the main plan of, yo, I'm gonna do YouTube and this is my future. It all started off as me just wanting an outlet for being a football nerd and thinking, you know what, I write a few stuff on Reddit or blog posts, whatever. I've written for a few articles. Why not just go on YouTube and just at least have like a little hobby on the side after work? And then it became something bigger than I expected, you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously it's not been as great. but at the same time, I'd still really kind of feel quite like I'm passionate about doing. I've got a lot of projects coming up. I feel like I don't even mind showing you guys a little sneak preview behind like something I've been wanting to do for a long ass time. So I'm gonna show you guys something briefly, yeah, because it's still at work in progress right now. Let me get the browser ready so I can show you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys something I've been working on. So as you guys can see, there's a website. I got a Blue Lions website that's been in development now for a little bit. And I'm planning to launch a website at the start of January, in time for the January window. There's a lot more features that's going to be added, a lot more things I'm looking to introduce as well. There's going to be pieces for analysis, for news, some fan-led stuff as well. I've even got my own little lineup predictor as well, which is like pretty cool. So like I'm really happy with how the site's progressing at the moment. And it's still not completed yet. There's still a few more things that have to be done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to like launching this at the start of January. And I'm looking to do like a little prize giveaway as well, so you guys can see everything. And I don't, you know what I mean? I want to do like a prize giveaway to kind of like create some buzz and you know, just start to build more and to grow basically. So yeah, there's a little sneak preview behind what's been growing at the moment. And yeah, you know, you guys got any thoughts and opinions, obviously let me know in it. But that's enough of that. The game's going to be starting now in 30 minutes time. I feel like I want to get a few of you guys' predictions at the moment. Like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Do you see us finally getting a win in December? Obviously, let me know in the chat right now. That's it. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Obviously, it looks even better on phones. Obviously, the website. Obviously, shout out to my amazing graphic designer for putting in some exceptional work. And yet, you know, like, you know how I do things. I had to put quality behind things I do. I want it to be a place for like good written pieces, good analysis, player ratings, just like a real hub that you guys can feel confident that you're getting like all the up-to-date, relevant type of like Chelsea news and content and stuff you need. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's like a little sneak preview for you guys so you can see what's been cooking behind the scenes. So yeah, glad to see you guys rating it up right now. But anyway, John Joe, you're going 3-1 for us. ATG, love the UI design. Yeah, bro, like I said, this graphic designer, DTP design, the guys are mad talent. Yeah, easy to work with, just like superb at what he does. You know, I can't complain. So I'm quite lucky actually. But let me answer some of your questions though. Inverted brain cells 1. Your YouTube is bugging because Maresca has called his mafia connections in Italy to silence Brother Nini's efforts. That reminds me of who was that guy? You remember that Italian guy in the Conte era? Yeah, he used to swear a lot, like the Silver Fox type of guy. Oh, what was his name? It was funny because like I used to watch his stuff online before. Because I like characters. I don't have to agree with what you say, but I always just appreciate when people are like themselves 100% right. I just always kind of like people who can be that confident to be them. But then all of a sudden one day, I got the shock of my life when he started sending for me. And he dropped that bar that just made me laugh, like, to this day. How Roman Abramovich was paying me off with McDonald's vouchers. So yeah, to this day, like, yeah, cracks me up. Cracks me up. Yeah, prick though. But yeah, nah, it was funny. It was funny, I can't lie. What was that guy's name? I can't remember. I can't remember his name now. Damn. But yeah, man, sadly, I don't think Maresca's thinking about me at all. And sorry, come on, you guys. You know, I'm not here sending shots to Maresca, saying Maresca out, get him out, blah, 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 this, that. You know, I just like to talk about the football I see and, you know, try and figure out the things I like and the things that I don't like. What's his name? Sal. Yes, Sal. Is it Sal something? Yeah, Sal B-Tech Al Pacino. I wonder what happened to that guy. Funny guy. The McDonald's voucher one. Yeah, some of my boys actually rinsed me for that a little bit, actually. So, yeah, that was the only annoying thing from that whole episode. But yeah, I'm seeing 2-1 predictions, 1-0 predictions. Some predictions to Everton to get something. 2-0 Everton, but hoping for that 5-0 win, obviously. That would be amazing. I think that Cole Palmer hat-trick or quadruple or whatever. Yeah, man. That's what we're here for today. But I want to remind you guys again, obviously, if you need links to the game, because for some reason in the century we're living in, we still can't just access all the games from our TV. Make of that what you will. But thank God for these streaming sites. And if you guys need a link to the game, if you look at my pinned comment, it has a link directly taking you to that game. And it's, for me, probably the best one. I mean, I could probably make things a bit easier by posting like the actual link to the Chelsea game instead of the homepage. Let me actually do that. Give me a sec, you guys. Let me actually post the full Chelsea link so it's easier for you guys. So in the pinned comment, I'm swapping the pinned comment. This is the link taking you straight to the Chelsea game, just to make your lives a bit easier, because why have to flaff around the homepage? So pinned message has the link, you guys. Pinned message has the link to the game. So yeah, just be responsible with it and just don't be too bait with it. You know what I mean? People say I'm not supposed to do it, but like, come on, man. I'm not really one for the rules, and especially like dumbass petty rules like that. Few more questions. Casey Day, great to see you here again, man. I need the manager to rotate in Santos or Hato or get them up to speed. It makes no sense he keeps playing Cuckoo and Enzo if they need rest. It is a bit mad, to be fair. Obviously, after seeing Hato's game against Karabat, it wasn't the best. Fair enough. He's going to have his moments. He's still a teenager. You know what I mean? He needs to get up to grips with things. Maybe Maresca, this is where he has his own frustrations, because it's like, you know, I've worked with young guys my entire career, my entire life. I know that these guys have seen a bit of time to get up to speed with things, which maybe puts the team under stress because they might not be ready just yet at the moments we need them for. Fair enough. All you can do is trust what you have, and ultimately too, the players have to make their moments happen as well, right? You know, if this was a game where, let's say, Hato and Santos played, but for some reason they were both bad, I'm not going to blame Maresca for that. I'll be like, listen, you did what you had to do by thinking about how to spread the freshness across the team, and obviously Kruger and Enzo needed rest. If these two don't perform, that's on them. I wouldn't be blaming that on the manager. That's only me. That's how I see things. So, you know, let's see how it goes. Hopefully at some point he does get minutes, but I think ideally, if we have something in this game, don't be surprised to see Hato subbing off Kukurea in the game. I think maybe here's how Maresca's thinking. I want to start the game strong, but don't think that we'll probably see Enzo and Hato ending the game. Enzo and Kuku ending the game. I think Hato and Santos come on second half. I think that's what he's waiting for. But he wants to kind of keep things just, you know, strong first half, but conceding goals all the time now from like the beginning of games. And also at the end of games. I thought it was really interesting that Atalanta's attacking player, I keep getting this brother's name wrong, Di Catalara. He mentioned that one thing that analysis showed us in preparation for the game was that Chelsea's intensity drops off significantly in the second half, and I guess it's no surprise that they took advantage of that. Now, I don't think that's been a common thing forever. I think that's a recent type of, you know, a recent pattern that's emerged because of how we're overusing quite a few of these players. So maybe Maresca's thinking, I need to ensure that we have a platform, because most times we've been getting results this season before this bad run in December. We were winning games in the second half and kind of controlling things in the first half. Yeah, maybe teams was coming on us for the first 15-ish minutes, but after that, we were in the game, and then we ended the half strong. Then we continued the intensity into the second half, and then normally that's when we're winning the games, right? So let's see how it goes this time, man. Mr. Pommes, amazing stream. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Obviously, I've got a few more features for this stream. Obviously, a lot more ads, not ads, a lot more analysis stuff like heat maps, you know, moments of the game. There's a lot of things that's going to be integrated in this stream because I really want to just come back and, you know what I mean, do the best I can for you guys. I mean, I appreciate that you guys watch me and invest your time into watching me. And that's always been my thing, right? You know, I could have been one of those lazy YouTubers that just doesn't care about no production. It could be a lot more affordable for me, you know what I mean? But I feel like I need to respect people's time. Anyway, 5 more minutes left, you guys. So get your questions in. And as I'm saying, if you need a link to the game, pinned comment has you covered. You're safe with me. I'm telling you that right now. Inverted brain cells again. Yes, Bronini. You should do a Chelsea career modes or manage. You know what? I've always thought about that, but I'm getting a bit older. You guys are seeing it right now, you know? I do game, I just don't game as much sometimes. I just feel like sometimes games these days feel like a second job. Like even on FIFA, I play maybe max 2 games, sometimes 3, and then like I'm just fried after that. It's just like, I need to unwind. And you know what the mad thing is? I've actually gone back now into reading after like, what, 10 years? I mean, outside of like reading football stuff, but that doesn't really count as reading. But I mean, actually reading books, yeah? I got this book called Blood Meridian. I just heard from someone that's got like one of the most like villainous villains in literature history. And like, this is a book where they could never make a film of it because it's so mad, and it's by the guy who wrote The Roads, you know, that film The Roads, and a few other things as well, which I can't remember top of my head now. So I was just like, bro, you know, I feel like I'm trying to like reset my dopamine senses a bit, you know. I feel like I just need to kind of bring things back down to a more like natural state. I'm in front of screens all the time, you know. I got 2 screens here, screens there, screen there. It's like sometimes I'm trying to be away from the screen, so I'm getting back into little things like that. Anyway, you guys, 3 minutes left until the game against Everton starts. As I keep saying, your link to the game is in the pinned comment. Bro, Hados, it definitely should be working, man. Use a VPN if you have one because it's working for me. So like, yeah, just be careful. Okay, KCD Blood Meridian, exactly. Right now, I'm only on chapter 5 right now. So I'm hoping to get it done by next week. Reading, I know, little stuff like reading books now. I know, how crazy is that? How crazy. Okay, Tony, yes, Tony. Take care, man. See you later, man. Have a good day. Apia. They could never make this a live action peak. Exactly. That's what I mean, some of the things I've read so far is a bit mad, I have to say. You know, dropping a few M-bombs liberally. But I mean, obviously, it's being realistic to the time, right? It is what it is. But, yeah, it's a bit crazy. Casey, they get your coaching badges and manage your team, bro. I would. That's something I've always thought about maybe looking to do. But right now, you guys, in my life, obviously I get married next year. You guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw the engagement pics. Got that to get ready for. Obviously, you're doing all the house saving, doing up a lot of things behind the scenes right now, as well as the channel and all these other things. So, bro, I need to just take a touch and do one thing at a time right now. Stamford Bridge, carefree, yes, Ghanaian brother, my guy, Mr. Apia. Like, again, me, Apia, one of the best Ghanaian players, best African players I've ever seen. And I don't know if it's you though. Please, come on, you Blues. Final predictions needed. Final predictions, bro. I'm going for a safe and boring 2-1 win. I'm praying Everton are just not at it today, or they get a man sent off for some nonsense. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm just hoping that's going to be the case. Let me see if the link I sent you guys is right, because for some reason this link is showing Liverpool, Everton, for some baffling reason. So maybe the link isn't... You guys, if you're using the link right now, let me know if it's working, because the game is starting now. Or maybe we're at the mercy of these guys realizing that it's the wrong flipping stream. Oh, come on, you guys. I'm promoting your site for free, and this is what you're doing right now. Madness. if I click on that one, is it working? Yeah, these guys are mad. After all that talk, how funny. Okay, now that it's back. Yeah, the Chelsea game is on the stream. Yeah, everything's good. Life's making sense again, you guys. As I'm saying, final time. The link to this game is in the pinned comment in my message. It's highlighted in yellow. You can see it on screen right now. This thing here takes you straight there, my guys. So hopefully some good luck, some good vibes, some good fortunes. We're going to need that against an Everton team that I respect, you know. They played some good stuff. We got some good players. It's nice to see Dewsbury Hall doing well. Listen, I didn't think maybe he was all that for us. But at the same time, I can respect that when you're just kind of... when the system comes above the player at times, do we even see Dewsbury at his like very, very peak best? Compared to Everton now, he has a bit more freedom to do what he wants, and he's looking absolutely clear right now. So the game's about to kick off, my friends. That's it. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, let's go. That's it. Kick off. Everton kick off. Pedro Neto pressing the keeper, immediately forcing a long kick from Pickford. And Fofana's there to, yes, easily win that ball back. A bit of head tennis right now. Grealish on the ball. Holds it off Malo Gusto. You know, I've always kind of liked Jack Grealish. He's just one of those football players that you can't really say nothing negative about, to be honest with you. Now, you know those types of guys where it's like, they're like a regular guy, but they just happen to have success. I think he definitely like gives that type of energy. How many times has Moyes been at Everton? Is this like his third tenure now with them? It feels like it. Anyway, Sanchez, long goal kick. He really launches that. Joao Pedro. It's like one thing I noticed quite a lot now. I think we've scored 3 goals from this, but we're doing this like Henry thing with the striker, where like the striker will kind of like stay in an offside position before waiting for like play to kind of reactivate again. It's worked quite a lot. We saw Gu score that, I think, in the Champions League. We saw Joao Pedro do that recently. We've done it from set pieces a bit, even Cucurella against Barcelona for the first goal. We have like a few of those weapons in us. We have that, and another weapon we have is our set pieces. But outside of that and transitional stuff, we don't really have anything else. And I think this is why we come up against maybe these rest defenses, and we kind of have to improve upon that, in my opinion. That's it. Fofana. Okay, good to see Wesley play more consistently now. I think Jalaba, Wesley, probably the best defense we got right now. Trev. Into the feet of Cuckoo. Garnacho drops deep on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Cucurella. Everton are kind of using a bit of like a, they're pressing a bit aggressively at the moment. Not super aggressively, but looking to block off a lot of like the passing lanes and angles at the moment, which is like what a lot of teams like to do. Anyway, Enzo's dropped a bit deep on the left. Switchboard to spread it to Wesley Fofana. Nice chest control from Wesley. Stepping up the field into the feet of Gusto. Gusto. Oh. Okay, so Gusto, Reece James in the midfield again. All right. That's it. Neto now. Right inside. At his man. Palmer's there to act as like a double up. I like seeing Palmer on the right hand side. That's it. Palmer's still carrying. Trying to shake his man, but spreads it wide to Cucurella. Cucurella into the feet of Reece. Back to Wesley. Palmer on the right channel. Little drag back. Plays it back to Trev. Okay. That's some nice football. Garnacho. All back in the box. All right, that's a nice bright start right now. I can't complain about that. Hopefully we maintain it though. That's the main thing here. Maintaining what we're showing right now. Corner. Oh, right. Like our corners that are aimed towards the near posts are so strong. I think Chalobah scored a phenomenal header against Arsenal. Similar there. Look how he just kind of skips his man, skips to the near post. I feel like, man, I don't think that Trev gets enough respect considering, I think, how reliable he is. And just how, like, versatile he is. He's got 2 man of the match awards this season, by the way, and 3 goals. I don't think that can be ignored. O'Brien. That's the thing I want to see. Can we kind of isolate O'Brien a little bit? I want to see real pace down his side to kind of stretch and isolate him. Gay. Oh, I thought Enzo was going to nick that ball then. Okay, and Gotta watch out for this guy today, man. Watch out for this guy. Quick feet. Oh, look how he shifts it then. Yeah. Danger man. Danger man for Everton. Okay. Set piece time. You're logged in. Every time I play the link, I get redirected. I'm not too sure why. Unless, do you have like maybe ad blockers on your browser or your phone? You might need something like that. Okay, our time to defend now. Grealish, little cute ball to release the player for a cross. A bit too easy then to play through us. But oh, Mikalenko. Great pass to Grealish. Quick feet. Forces a shot. A little bit of mayhem in the box then. I mean, they're the little things that Everton weren't doing last season. So they got a better caliber of attacking player. Ndiaye, Grealish. Some of the best dribbling stats in the league from both these guys. It's going to obviously add to the team, right? That's it. Wesley's tight against Barry. That's going to be a really big battle between them two. I think Barry's a very strong type of striker. Starting to find his legs in the league a little bit now. Sometimes I feel like Fofana can maybe find it a bit tougher against strikers maybe that are a lot more like aerially focused. So this is why I'm really curious to see how him and Barry compete in this game. Okay, Everton on the ball, not afraid to show what they can do. Gay nearly got intercepted again, but Enzo's just that split yard too short then. Trev, good little cute ball into Enzo. Enzo on the ball, carrying up the field. Plays it back. Plays it backwards. Good start. Neto. Right insides, looking for his man, plays it back insides to Wesley. Fofana into Gusto. Gets fouled. Okay, back on the ball again. No real shots so far really in the first 10 minutes. Still kind of probing and looking to see what we can do. Garnacho, lots of space down that channel. Cucurella supports and sides. Plays it all the way backwards. This time at least the centre-backs now are in Everton's half. We're trying to squeeze them in their half now. Palmer tries something ambitious, but like for who? Who was going to really take advantage of that then? Okay, Tarkovsky. Barry drops deep, making that running behind. And look, That little run from Barry was a decoy, so Ndiaye could receive then. Ndiaye turns, receives, plays a great pass on the right side to O'Brien, but Kukurea is there to intercept. Yeah, I don't know if that's a free kick, Cuckoo. It might feel like one because O'Brien's like twice your size, but I don't think it was a free kick, amigo. Oh, okay, headed by Trev. Everton aren't afraid to like come out for the ball and play though. They're not just like waiting for us to take control. Do you think teams are feeling a bit more emboldened now to kind of take us on at the moment? That's it. Gay now. Right side, carrying up the field. And Dye is finding like he's on the ball quite a lot so far in this half. That's good tackling though from Trev. Garnacho back heel. Yes. Midfield reclaims that. Trev. Don't play it backwards. Good, good, good. Reece James drops deep now. Gusto. Spreads it by to Neto. He's carrying, he's carrying, he's carrying. Can he get at his man? Gets past one. Unlucky, unlucky. But still it's hard though, not going to lie. Is Neto the type of winger that can get at two men who are in standstill positions? I've always felt that Neto's dribbling really comes alive when he's running into space or he's used as like a counter-attacking guy or just, as I'm saying, has a ton of space to run into. That's it. Fofana, tight against Barry. Reece James sweeps things up. Good chest control. Reece holds the ball up. Oh, Grealish a bit late with that one. Very late with that one. Is that a yellow? What's your thoughts so far? Follow Drev's trainer on the gram. He's training to be a Super Saiyan. Now, I mean, not gonna lie, like physically, he looks like he takes what he does very seriously, very seriously. How it's actually we're giving Akers a space already at the moment. Yeah, Gusto inviting. I mean, you know, he's supposed to provide like the underlapping width. I guess fair enough, but when he has to progress the ball, I feel like that's where he's a little bit weak. To be fair with you. Two midfield players. Like imagine if like Enzo was where Gusto was sometimes. But that's the thing with Gusto, right? You see that run he makes into space then, which isn't found. That's technically what he has to provide in this game. Anyway, Neto. Garnacho can't keep it on, man. You couldn't use your left foot, bro. You couldn't use your left foot to control that then. It's looking kind of 1-0 at the moment, you know. Obviously, the starts of these games, outside of like games against big teams, that's the only time you ever see us really starting really fast and aggressively. In these types of games, you rarely see it. What's your thoughts so far, you guys? Let me put the chat on screen so you guys can get involved. Gusto inviting, yep. KDB. Do you KDH? Do you think he's gonna be like off the fields? Obviously that works in our favor. Hammy. What's the chances? Hamstring injury. Ooh. Yeah, the wrong time, man. That's unfortunate. Oh look, Gusto invited. Oh look, we can't create. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, I listen. I made the video yesterday. I thought I made a pretty good video, just trying to analyze like the issues that you see with us right now. Hopefully, it gets picked up again or gets promoted again. But I don't know, man. Yeah, unlucky Dewsbury. So who's coming on now? Oh, Alcaraz. Okay, makes sense. That's unfortunate for Dewsbury. Tammy, why is Maresca not playing Enzo next to James? I mean, you'd think in a game like this, it might maybe offer us a bit of something, no? I mean, that's the only thing. Oh, nice ball from Reese, but it's asking a lot from Neto to kind of cover that ground and take advantage of that. Palmer. Couldn't even keep the ball on the field, just take advantage of the fact that Alcaraz has to come on. But like, fair enough. Back to Wesley. Sanchez steps up, spreads out to Jalaba. Jalaba steps up to the ball, carries it forward to play it sideways to Kukurea. Enzo dropping deep more down that left channel. I mean, maybe that's going to be one source of creation, right? I do feel like maybe Enzo and Garnacho have maybe like a little bit of chemistry playing together. That has to mean something. Fofana. Jalaba. Cuckoo. Line breaker to Pedro. His first touch in like 10 minutes, or it feels like. Garnacho, heavy touch against O'Brien. Way too heavy against O'Brien. And die with a little dummy then behind Kukurea. Ah, ref. That Cuckoo's looking very frustrated in this game. Just like relax a little bit, Cuckoo. Relax a little bit, you know? Yeah, I'm sorry. How is that? How is that a free kick? How the hell is that a free kick? It's going to be, yeah, Cuckoo's, you know, it's got a very tough customer in Ndai. Because Ndai doesn't just like stay in his position. He kind of likes to flow inside, flow outside. You know, he's going to kind of drag out Kukurea quite a bit. So that's another battle to like pay a lot of attention towards. Okay, switch dealt with by Neto. Pedro on the ball. Does Reese get that? Yes, I thought he did. Alcaraz. Grealish releasing the left. Gusto's up against him. Come on, Gusto. Staying your man. Oh, Neto. What a silly tackle, Neto. Come on, bro. He was contained in that area, Neto. He was contained. What a stupid free kick to give away. Look at the stupid tackle from Neto. Why would you... Oh. No reason. There was no danger. That's it now. 80 minutes in, defending a set piece against Everton. Oh, whipped in. That looked dangerous then, but dealt with. Everton, another opportunity now from a corner. I mean, there's not been much of anything. We're really struggling to kind of find our attacking players. We're doing nothing between the lines in the first 18 minutes. It's been a very slow start. Very slow start. I think Everton look a bit more hungrier so far in these 20 minutes. Grealish forces a cross with his weaker foot. That wasn't too bad, you know. Oh, crap. That cross with his left foot from that angle, to fashion something from that was a good play. We had to be alert for that then. I feel like O'Brien might be like a bit of like a secret weapon for Everton, because this guy's like a bit of a unit. If he's got a run up and there's a cross coming his way, I think 9 times out of 10 he's probably winning that. And Dai kind of floats back in now. It's Gusto Gusto's turn against him and die. Left foot. Plays it back inside with his right. First time in swing from Gay. Helped on. Everton's, they're not afraid to play with the ball in this first half so far. Not really doing nothing to really create any problems for them. Tarkovsky. Yeah, he messes up. That's it. Transitional moment. Oh my God. Enzo. Enzo. That is diabolical, man. That is actually embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. That was probably the best opportunity to do some type of attack. And he plays it back to Everton. That's it. Reese, come on, Chelsea. Needs to step it up now, man. Reese, draw Pedro, drop steep. Gusto, back into Pedro. Good first time touch on Pedro to release Cucurella. It's a bit too much, sure. But Cuckoo's there to win it. Garnacho, Reese James. Spreads it wide. Wesley, step up, Wesley, step up. That's it. Carry the ball up, Wesley. That's it. Thank you. Oh, what a ball. That's a goal. That's a goal. Come on! Come on! Come on! That's what I'm talking. That's the best football we've seen this flipping month, you guys. That through ball pass. And you know what I'm so happy with? Wesley Fofana. How many times do I see centre backs down that side, yeah, playing the sideways pass instead of stepping up and carrying it? The fact that Wesley carries the ball then means that he can play that pass then. Is that from Gusto with that through ball? Was that Gusto's through ball, you guys? Was that Malo Gusto playing through balls like that? No. Bro, that's the best assist I think Gusto's ever got for us, realistically. I thought that was Joao Pedro. That's how much my brain is not, like, used to seeing Gusto doing anything like that. My brain's not ready to process that. Gusto through balls, yeah, to Cole Palmer. Bro, normally it's the other way around. Hey. But for me, the detail, you guys, is Wesley doesn't play the lazy pass out wide to Neto, but instead he plays it inside because he steps up. That's what starts that move for me. And Cole Palmer, whoever predicted that Cole might get 4 goals today, bro, 3 more. Nini, go a VIP box, you're too far behind. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that, man. I feel like I'm like 50 seconds behind. But again, I use the other streams, you guys, and it's always disconnecting. Unknown agenda, excuse me. Are you feeling cold? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Cole Palmer's back. Yes, Pedro holds the ball up nicely. Spreads it even nicer to Garnacho. Garnacho, oh, nice attempt at the near post. That's what I'm talking about. Carnish, yes, it's good to see you, bro. Love from Toronto, as always, my guy. Winter will be cold. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. Now we're doing a little bit of something now. I used to even put that tweet out. Might really be. Oh. 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 How are we not burying that? How are we not burying that, man? Oh, my lords. How? Bro, how? Like, he didn't wrap his body around the shot then. He didn't wrap his body around the shot then. How are we not 2-0 up? VIP, like you're saying, VIP books, I don't trust these other stream sites, man. I just feel like, yeah, I never, like, they never work for me. That's the thing. Ah, nah. That's an easy meal, bro. Easy meal. To not be 2-0 up right now. Garnacho, that's poor, man. I'm sorry. A miss like that, that's poor. Come on, Enzo. Been very quiet in this game so far. I feel like if there's one player that might be destined to get sub second half, it probably is Enzo. I mean, I don't know why Santos didn't even start the game realistically, you guys. I don't really see what it was about. Yeah, I know I'm far behind. I know I'm far behind, but bro, I mean, I'm kind of restricted. I mean, what can I do? I'll try VIP books, but most times when I try these sites, you guys, they don't work for me. I'm gonna see. I'll give it a look to see if it does anything. Reese spreads wide to Garnacho. Garnacho's not had the best game this half, I have to say. Not had the best game so far. Yeah, see, those types of sites, you guys, yeah. I've gone on VIP books, it does not work for me. This is the only one that works for me. This one. So I'm gonna try and get the timer next time to sync up a bit better. Because it's like, yeah, the delay is actually quite, yeah. It's like there's like 50-second difference at the moment. Man. Pedro. But I swear it's like, you know, it's really only Cole Palmer or Joao Pedro making that type of run for the first goal. I don't really see Enzo doing that. Enzo's more like an arriver into the books. You know, you need those type of movements to create against defenses. Anyway, putting pressure now. Come on, where's the intensity, boys? Step it up. That's ours. Good. That's better now. That's better now. Palmer on the ball, right inside this time. Plays it back to James. Back into the feet of Palmer. Don't play the switch ball. Try and find it forwards. Okay. Back inside to James. Trev. Angles change to go back to the right inside. Little driven ball. Joao Pedro drops deep. That's better play, Gels. Come on, Cole. Keep that ball. All right, free kick. Enzo, good story. Enzo, can he do anything good in this game, in this half? Save passes backwards again. Enzo's now a bit deeper. James now is swapped with Enzo's position. James holding the ball on the left side. Oh, okay, that works in our favour. And we get to take a quick free kick too. All right, thank you, ref. I'm not going to complain about that. Neto, inside, cross of life. Palmer, take a shot, please. Oh, that's better. Nice play from Joao to set up Neto. Cross inside the box again. Enzo with a header. I like how we created that opening then for the cross. I thought that was quite nice. Especially like Pedro. I feel like Joao Pedro picks up really good movements just to kind of keep moves alive. Yes, Garnacho. Good story. Back out wide to Neto. Neto head down. Carries. Cross. It's asking a lot. That's it. Now we're pressing high now. We're forcing Everton into playing it long. They're finding it harder to get the ball to their attacking players. I'm like, now, since we got that goal, you're seeing a bit more confidence and a bit more spark in our performance now. Kukurea. Fofana. Gusto. Reese. Gusto's dropping. Pedro's dropped deep now. Ah, Cuckoo. Nice idea, wasn't the one. And okay. Cuckoo. Oh, nice ball to Neto. Neto, take the shots. Ah, blocked. But that's better play then. That's better. Gusto. That's it. He's coming back inside. Ah. I mean, yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was a foul from Enzo on Gay then. Shots on target, Enzo, he links everyone up low key. Yeah, he does. Cuckoo has more direct choices, yep. I think it was a good choice for Cuckoo. It was. Nice little ball then to find Neto. Now we're playing the game in our rhythm a little bit now. Cuckoo. Enzo now drops deep on the left hand side. That's it. Cuckoo. Play it forward. That's it. Garnacho. Ah, he couldn't like turn inside of the half turn, Garnacho. All that space is behind you. Like, do you guys like when you watch games like from the TV angle? You always realize that if players had that little like drag back skill or like, you know what I mean, that little half turn in their game, you'll take out the guy pressing you, and you have all that space that opens up. Like I always see there's like a little possibility for a player who's like confident, do a little Cruyff turn, take a little touch with the half turn, you know? The space to attack if you're like thinking that step ahead. Oh, that's an interesting ball from Palmer. Unlucky. But that's the thing, right? You're Joao Pedro. You have to be the guy that's making that run to receive that. But that pass isn't towards goal. Once you receive that ball, you're now having to find a teammate. So that's what I mean by being like a Chelsea striker. It's a very selfless role where you got to do a lot of you got to do a lot for your teammates, man. Grealish. Oh, deflects off Fofana. Corner to Everton. Come on, boys. Concentrate, man. Grealish. Oh. Oh, good header. Good header. Come on, Cole. Garner. Dangerous ball in. Well headed out by us. I think our defending's been quite good from our books at the moment. I have been impressed by that at the moment. Look, O'Brien. They got some big guys there. Ndai. See you later, mate. See you later, my guy. Reese. Gusto. Gusto playing balls from midfield today, yeah? Is that you, Gusto? Is that you, Malo? Is that you? Neto? Ah. That's better for Malo today. That's better for Malo today, man. That's it, Malo. That's it, Malo. Good play, Malo. Good play. Now, Everton looking a bit disorganised at the moment. They're kind of finding it hard to press us and close us down. We're moving the ball nicely left to right, backwards and forwards. That's it, James. Thank you. See that run from Palmer to take out the Everton fullback? It releases Pedro Neto. Neto's coming inside. Come on, that's it. Quicker. Yes, Gusto's there. Out wide for the width. Back to Palmer. Palmer faces the play. Neto takes the shot. It's something. It's something. It's something. But yeah, I'm liking Malo Gusto at the moment. I think Gusto's playing quite well, you guys. Ooh. That's it. That's it, Caliber. Nice interception from Trev then. Very nice. I'll take this, you guys. Going into the second half, 1 goal up against Everton, I'll happily take that right now. Ah, see, Hatso's got a new trim, yeah? New cornrows. Okay. That's it, you guys. Concentrate again. Everton, Ghana. Put some dangerous balls in the book so far. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That was a mad cross from Ghana then. That bend he put on that from that deep. Oh, that ball. Was it offside? No, he wasn't. He wasn't offside. He came from the far side. Oh. Oh. That was a dangerous one, you guys. Frank, yeah, that's the thing. Frank, I don't know YouTube and the algorithm right now. We're not the best of friends. I feel like literally this last month, I'm just noticing a lot of drop-offs actually in terms of notifications and everything right now. So don't even get me started, man. Gay. About to press a bit too easily then, but fair enough. But now we're like really, pressing man to man at the moment. I'm seeing a bit of confusion between Enzo and Palmer though. But thank God Pickford didn't play it that way. Thank God he didn't notice that little disconnect. Anyway, O'Brien, tons of space. The bomb forward into the touch is a bit mad. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a nice little cutback too from him. O'Brien's look kind of dangerous against us, I have to say. It's like a bit of a different test because he's very physical, right? I think they signed him from Lyon, didn't they? O'Brien, again, no one's supporting Gay's run. Too easy. Oh my lord, thank God. Went to sleep, boys. Went to sleep. Now the crosses are coming in. Everton are turning up the heat right now. Come on, Garnacho, get to your guy quick. But no one's going to do that against Tarkovsky, realistically. Ndai. Or Njai. Njai's inside. Barry. O'Brien. Tarkovsky. Released too easily to release O'Brien. A lot too easily then, but then bad play from Everton. How did Barry... Oh, how did he miss that? How did he miss that, bro? That's a mad miss. Oh, Sanchez got that slight touch. Did you guys see that? What a save from Robert Sanchez. What a save from Sanchez. What a save. What? I need to put that on Twitter. Nah, too much of an outlet now, O'Brien. A bit too easy. Like I don't like the fact that we're giving away free crosses, yeah, where he's got time and space to play any ball he wants down that right side. I get it. And Dyer's looking to kind of take out Kukurea by moving him inside. But we need to respect the threat, because obviously this O'Brien guy isn't like this brick wall that has no technique on the ball. Yeah. They could have got an assist. They could be back in this game right now. Look, Kukurea inside again. O'Brien, time and space. What am I seeing, bro? That's, yeah. I just feel like we're just giving them a bit too much space on the right side now. It's like a bit too easy. Yeah, switching off. Look, Ndai, Kukurea is sucked in. Garnacho's nowhere to be seen. Tracking back way too late. Palmer. I see that the intensity's like really dropped off now, which I'm not liking. We're allowing Everton to get back in the game. We're not keeping the ball. We're not pressing enough. Look, Garnacho, tired legs. Not really committing his man. Everton, Pickford. Searching ball to try and release O'Brien. Enzo gets there. Ah. That's it. O'Brien's getting a lot of influence down that right side. Tarkovsky played back inside. Garnacho's nowhere to be seen. Time and space. Kukurea's backing off. Garnacho's slow to get back. Like, they're dangerous coming from that right side. Switch ball, releases. Is that Melevenko? Grealish. Oh, Grealish gets there somehow. How? Oh, no. Oh, thank God he gassed it for no reason. He gassed it for no reason. Thank God. Bro, how can one switchboard take out two guys on that left side? That's poor. That is very poor. Palmer. I wouldn't say it's the most influential game at the moment. Maybe it communicates it's still not back yet. Anyway, Gusto, you dumb guy. Why would you take a shot that you've not set your body up to take? That is so stupid. Am I being harsh, you guys? Was that like a stupid decision from Gusto to force a 30-yarder from that position then? Oh my lord, these guys actually, football players are actually baffling sometimes. They actually baffle my mind. Gusto, you'll never score that goal your whole career. I promise you that. So why did you think that was the moment? Oh, thank God. Oh, Brian's there. Obviously, he's there. Garnacho finally wakes up, intercepts that. I'm not liking Garnacho and Cucurella's defending together on the left today. I mean, Pedro, can he keep that? Foul. No foul? All right, say less. O'Brien again. That's it, Sanchez. Thank you, Sanchez. Great game again. Releases Malo Gusto. Gusto releases Neto. Who's there? Who's there? Who wants it? Neto, oh, nice. Gets at his man. Drag back inside. Nets. Yes! Come on! Come on! Gusto assist and goals. What am I seeing today from this guy? What am I seeing today from this guy, man? Malo Gusto, assist and goal. Second goal. Second Chelsea career goal in like 100 games. That is mad. What is going on today? Anyway, Neto, that was good wide play from Neto. Slows it down. Boom. Little shimmy step over. Goes to the byline. Boom. Malo Gusto is there to get on the end of things. Completely just breezes by Milivenko. Great cutback. And a nice stab finish from Malo Gusto. What am I seeing? What am I seeing today? But you listen, outside of that stupid long shot, yeah? I mean, Gusto has been good today. He has been very good today. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto for sure, my guy. That's it. David Moyes looks hella concerned right now. Oh, the game's over. Like, you're conceding at this time. Yeah, it's over, man. It's done. That's it. Yes, it, Fofana. Alcaraz. Yes, Palms. That's it, Palms. Pedro. Releases Garnacho, but no one's in the books right now. Enzo over the top. Reese. That's it. Plus, keep the ball now, boys. Keep the ball now. Palmer drifts to the right hand side. That's it. Cuckoo. Garnacho. That's better, Garnacho. That's better. Enzo. You know, it's one of those games from Enzo where you don't like really remember anything he's done. You don't really notice his presence whatsoever in a game like this. Okay, Fofana. Palm. Okay. That's it. Come on, blow the halftime whistle now. Must be over. Obviously, you guys are a few seconds behind. Cuckoo. Yes, Jallo. Come on, blow the whistle, ref. Come on. That's it, boys. 2-0 against Everton. This is the half we've been longing for a very long time. A very long flipping time, man. We've been taking like our moments really well. Some good surging attacks down that right hand side. And Malo Gusto has been the saviour in the game today so far, which is a surprising thing. Yeah, you guys in the chat, give me your thoughts on the first half. What's went down in your opinion? How are you feeling about things? Bobo Wesley's been, Fofana's been good today. I've liked his game against Barry. Gusto's confidence from that first goal, yeah, exactly. I mean, that explains why he's taking 30 yarders, right? Yeah, Gusto, one of his best games inverting at the moment. I don't think Everton are really playing in like a back five, though, are they? They're not really playing back five. Maybe that's the mistake they made. We have a lot of joy against teams with our inverted stuff against back five teams, and I think ideally, it does rely upon like a Gusto, knowing to underlap and overlap, right? But he's had a big influence in this game so far. Picking up the ball in like dangerous areas, it's been good. Good stuff moving like Trent Alexander. Oh, let's not maybe take it that far. Let's not gas it that much. But yeah, I think maybe the poorest performance so far. I agree with you guys. Enzo Fernandez. I just haven't seen anything from him. Maybe it's the fatigue, fair enough, but he can't be he can't be on the field second half. It's just like a performance where I'm like scratching my head to remember what he's done. I couldn't tell you what he's done, man. I couldn't tell you what he's done in this game so far, which says quite a lot. Appianini, thoughts on the signing of Gittins? I mean, listen, ideally, you guys, if you watch me in the summer, I wanted to sign that like top class left wing option. Yeah, I really wanted that to take the attack to another level. We never got that. I think, listen, Gittins, Garnacho, I'm not offended by their existence at my football club. I think they're good. I think Gittins has, some interesting things to his game. He's still very young. He's got a few assists for us at the moment. I think his footwork's quite clean, but just needs a bit of time. But I don't think it's any different to Garnacho. I don't think Garnacho has been that good either down the left-hand side. Is there question marks around maybe taking him off second half as well? He misses an open goal in criminal fashion, in my opinion. But also hasn't been able to get at his man as much outside of that one play near the end of the game. Doubling up with Cucurella at times, he's looked a bit laboured. O'Brien's getting forward a bit too much. I don't think it's been the best game from Garnacho so far, to keep it real. Gustavo, appreciate the super chat, man. Maybe take off Garnacho and bring on Esteval. If that was the case, I wouldn't mind Neto going on the left-hand sides. At least that way he has the strength and the pace to kind of follow those O'Brien runs, I wouldn't mind that, to be fair. What you're saying, swap Yildiz for Gittins, maybe. But like you guys, when you see us play, Yildiz wants to kind of come inside a lot. And I just feel like he might suffer playing out wide by himself. That's only my thoughts. Adam Carpenter, take off Enzo, give him a break. It does feel like Enzo needs to rest a little bit now. When you're looking that anonymous in a game like this, maybe it speaks volumes about this guy's fatigue. I don't want to say fitness, because he's been playing week in, week out for a very long time. He never gets injured. He's always available. He's always running. But I think that fatigue will creep in eventually, right? He's just not really offered anything on the ball that I can think of. Audie Taylor would like to see Tyreek get some minutes in this game, maybe. But it does look like Tyreek might be leaving us in January at the moment. So why risk that when you could be getting some pure profit for his sale? So let's see what happens there. Inverted, Gittins for Garnacho and Santos for Enzo. I think that will come on. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather see Esteval come on the fields. But maybe, do you think maybe that you think maybe Maresca might take off Palmer to then bring on Esteval? Is that what he's seen? Is that what he's thinking? Maybe. Cucurella should come off in the 70th. Yeah, I think it'll be like an interesting game for Hato. Obviously, you get to thinking, right, if you got Njai down that right-hand side, Hato against Njai, that's going to be quite difficult, right? But now we have a 2-goal leads. Surely that gives a bit of confidence now to kind of trust the squad and kind of rotate and kind of freshen up some legs right now. Eni, 56-37. Enzo needs a rest, but we do this every season. He's not good enough. I don't think it's that. I just think it's the role he plays. It's, I don't know. I don't, like, he can perform it, but I don't think it's like his 10-10 position, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it is. Inverted cells, Yildiz would suffer in this system. He's not a touchline winger exactly. He would cook under someone like Emre, whose wide 10 players need an overlap and who And Unai Emery's Aston Villa, like look at Morgan Rogers. They allowed a lot of license to carry centrally. Like Aston Villa typically in the league have the highest stats for central carries because that's what Emery wants, because he wants overlaps from the wingers. And it works. I think this is why they keep finding themselves in a top 5, top 6 position, right? So it goes to show that old school tactic, right, of the overlapping winger and the guy coming inside isn't like some dinosaur dated way to play. But again, I feel like sometimes as Chelsea fans, we're a bit too, like we make this mistake of thinking that if you just replace one player in one position for a better one, the better player will just make sense of that position, and you'll see things you've never seen before. No, no, no. You're gonna get constricted by the system and the manager's demands. And right now, obviously, you're playing that wide in the touchline. It is going to be quite difficult. Most of the times, wingers aren't able to get shots in game. I mean, like when you watch us play games like this, how often do you see that possibility to fashion something all the time? Like it's not really encouraged. It's not really there. So I find it interesting that the club are going to look towards your Yildises and guys like that. But then, what is the game plan to really like get the best out of their game? Because I don't know how it would make sense in my opinion. Okay, I got a super chat from Gustavo. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Do you think Maresca might replace Joao Pedro for Esteval? I don't know. I think probably not. I think obviously Maresca said quite a lot that Esteval needs to kind of build himself physically before he starts playing more in the middle. I don't think wasting him up front, especially when you see how Joao Pedro plays, it's a lot of selfless movement to bring others in, but you don't get rewarded with service and behinds. You don't get found. It's hard, It is really hard in my opinion. Like he's done good things, like that moment for Neto when there was like that cutback cross. It was nice from him, but it's hard for the strikers to get much service in the system. If I'm keeping it real, man. Now, no one's playing quick towards him. Joao Pedro's not encouraged to make runs and behinds. He's coming towards the ball. Yeah, man. I think if you're replacing Joao for Esteval is not going to interpret that role differently. Like, he won't just be busting out 5-star skills and, he looks like Messi. Nah. Bro, I think it's just remain with Joao Pedro at the moment. Kenan Yildiz isn't a touchline winger, though. Exactly. He's not touchline. He's not. I think to myself, man, with how we keep signing all these inside inverted wingers, but we make them play as touchline guys, why not just have a flipping wing back at that point, right? You know what I mean? You might as well just use a wing back at that point, realistically. Cassidy, goals and assists for Gusto. That's something you don't ever see, and I don't think anyone placed a bet on that. If you placed a bet on Malo Gusto to have a goal and assist in his first half, please give me the lottery tickets for Tuesday, man. Please. Nico Hina, it's so satisfying to score counter-attack goals against these low block teams. I don't think Everton have set up on a low block today. It's just been a game that's ebbed and flowed. You attack, we defend, you attack. And a little bit of a midfield battle, but not much of one today. But we've just picked our moments better. I think, Everton didn't set up today to use any like back 5 stuff. Obviously, I'm looking at their lineup on screen. If I can find it. But I mean, it's like O'Brien, it's Milivenko, Tarkovsky, and who's the other guy in defense for them? It's like 4-2-3-1. O'Brien, Tarkovsky, Keane, Milivenko, Garner. No, they came out to use 4-2-3-1. They've And obviously, if you're using that back 4 against us, then our inverted guys they're gonna take advantage of that. And bro, Malo Gusto said thank you. That's his early Christmas present, to be fair. So maybe I guarantee Morris will think afterwards, you know what? Every fiber of my being was saying 5-4-1 or 5-3-2 and we're gonna be difficult to break down. But obviously with the form Everton have, and the fact that guys like Dewsbury Hall was doing sick before, he was thinking, you know what, we're good enough to go at this Chelsea team. But we've had the better moments and we've taken advantage. Frankie Lampard, 39-31. Everton are silly for attacking. Yes, they should have sat way deeper and we'd be frustrated all game. Exactly, but they got the form behind them, and they're thinking we're good enough to take on most teams now. So, listen, it is what it is. It really is what it is. Alfred, it seems it only took one poor performance Maresca to lose faith in Esteval. I don't know. Maybe he's just thinking about the game today, the opponents today. I don't know. I would like to see Esteval coming back though second half. I don't know why he's not playing. And I want to see Esteval kind of prove everyone wrong in that second half. AJP19. Yeah, Everton would have set up really poorly. If they set up in a low block, we would struggle. Exactly. But Everton this season, they have been kind of trusting in their attacking players and the qualities they have. They don't play negative like what they used to under Sean Dyche. They have better technical players. And listen, it's one of those games where they probably could have equalized. If this was like a fair game, the score would probably be 1-1. Barry missed an unbelievable opportunity. O'Brien, they've been putting crosses in that they haven't been taking advantage of. They had, little bit of luck going your way, and this game is 1-1. Realistically, that's how it's being played out. And I'm going to look at the stats right now, just to see what SofaScore is saying in terms of like expected goals and stuff. But I think expected goals, okay, so we're better than Everton, obviously. 1.09 to their 0.45. But in terms of big chances, we've made 3. Everton have made 2. So it's been quite close in that sense. They have had their moments to get something in this game. So, that's the benefits of having the better players, right? Enzo's vice captaincy has helped Reece quite a lot. Yep. CFC have far... My guys have put Tosin on. Funny guy. Ollie, that kick in the back of the heel from Esteval wasn't damning, but it was telling that he did lose his head and lash out. I think so. He was frustrated, which is normal, but I don't think that could be held against him, to be fair. I think Maresca just loves Neto, and Neto's been complaining, saying the right-hand side is his best position. He's the senior guy. He'll get a bit of preference, I guess. And then obviously you've got winger options like Gittins and Garnacho you're going to turn to, right? I don't know. Music, you know what? Credit to Moyes. At least he isn't playing anti-football. Exactly. I mean, ideally, if every team kind of played this way, we'd have a few more points this season for sure, and our system will come to life even more. So I'm not going to complain. Honestly, we got to take it, man. We have to take it. The wise Garnacho, yeah, exactly. Garnacho's sitter was diabolical. I don't know how he missed that. But maybe if he scores that, then maybe you don't see Malo Gusto doing what he's doing. I mean, he's likely now to affect the game again. I would like to see Gusto winning a penalty now to set up Cole Palmer or something. I think that would be nice. Jojo, I remember Prime Nini Conte out videos, though. I listen. I just felt like I'll always stick by my opinions on Conte. He wasn't one of my favourite Chelsea managers, if I'm being honest with you. It's the way we used to play, how methodical it was. Oh, I'm sorry. And I feel like maybe now that Conte's career has kind of panned out how it has, I feel like other people have kind of clocked onto things maybe I used to complain about, but fair enough. Joao Pedro, thank you. AJ Cole, Joao Pedro has been excellent in this game, drawing out centre-backs. Thank you. He has been. He's been very good at doing that. Very good. But the only thing is, man, is that when you do that, you just don't get many opportunities for goals, which is a shame. But it's what helps the other guys around you come to life, right? Enzo's been mids. Is he still on second half? He probably is, right? Yeah, it's mad that the drop-off in Enzo's technical play, it has been kind of mad. Any type of forward pass, any ambitious ball, balls over the top, nothing's been paying off for him at the moment, I have to say. Inverted. Nini, 17-18, we cannot replace him. We cannot replace 17-18 Nini. You have to remind you about Watford away. Oh, that game against Watford? Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Now, Conte is probably my least favourite Chelsea manager that we've had since I started this channel, realistically. Just too negative. That's the way we used to play, approach, how weak we used to be in the big games. I couldn't do it, man. Diego Costa dropping after one season for no reason. There's dumb stuff, man. One of one. Hypothetically, would you sell Enzo to Madrid for 80? I mean, listen, I brought up this hypothetical a lot over the last year and a bit. And my thing's always been, yeah, if you wanted to elevate the system, would you maybe think about having more of like a defensive unit beside Caicedo and Reece James? If it means that you can use maybe one more attacking player in Enzo's position. Because we keep looking at this profile that we don't have in the team. Someone that can carry the ball centrally. I'm not going to lie, you guys, I'm disappointed that YouTube hasn't promoted my video yesterday. I put in a lot of time to that. I feel like, you know, I'm going to link it afterwards. Hopefully some people watch it. But I feel like I answer a lot of these questions. And it's quite obvious that we missed that central carrying presence. If we have that in the team where maybe Enzo's playing, you're going to see maybe more possibilities open up in terms of how you attack and break teams down. I guarantee that. Anyway, the second half is kicked off right now. It's nice to have a comfortable lead because it just means that Everton now have to step up and come at us, which hopefully means there's more spaces in behind. I would love to get 3-4 goals today. But Everton, they got the quality to make it 2-1. So we can't get complacent now. Look, they're pressing a bit higher. Cucurella, first time into Enzo. Enzo on the ground. Esteval to replace Enzo. Ooh, that would be interesting. But I don't think so. I think Andre Santos is likely to be that guy. Okay. We're playing it back now, trying to encourage Everton to come on to us. Come on, you guys. Let's make it 3 or 4 today and let's keep that clean sheet. Let's do that. Good play, Sanchez into the feet of Reece. Fofana stepping up. That's it. Step up, step up. Ball over the top. Releases Neto on the right. But it's just like too floaty. Way too floaty. Okay, Cuckoo. Garnacho, come on, step things up second half, mate. Come on. Cucurella again. Everton aren't falling for it at the moment, so Reece James can just pick the ball up with no pressure on him and play a super ball to switch the play to Neto. Everton made a big mistake then. If you're going to press up against us, press us. Gusto intercepted, but there, Reece James is there to mop things up. Finds Enzo. Quality ball for once. Yes, it is. Oh. Let me see this angle then. Anyway, Enzo, half space cross. That's a nice ball in the box. Oh, that's so unfortunate that Garnacho doesn't have his finishing boots on today. Like, even if, you know what, see what Pedro, you see Joao Pedro, his hands are up like that. That was going to be what I was going to say. Garnacho should not have attempted a shot on goal then. He should have had the awareness to play the cut back to Joao Pedro. This is what I mean. When you're a Chelsea striker, you're already feeding off scraps. You're feeding off scraps. When your teammates can't execute the ball, have the vision to find you afterwards, it feels like everything's in vain. You know, if you look at the replay, Joao Pedro, Garnacho, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm behind the plate. Please just play the ball across goal and I get a tap in. But it's like the team, they're used to profiting off the movement the striker makes, but they're not used to finding the striker. Like, no one has that instinct to be like, oh crap, I'm going to find my striker and I'm going to make sure this guy can eat today. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I say this maybe because I'm sounding insecure, but I know that there's going to be so many question marks around the strikers not being good enough, blah, blah, blah. But come on, man. Anyway, Garnacho, inverted run. Doesn't get there. Oh, free kick. Do you guys get what I'm saying about, obviously, Garnacho not finding Joao Pedro then? That's it. Alejandro into the feet of Enzo. Enzo just yard slow again. Oh, my lord, bro. Enzo has to get subbed off, man. Sub off Enzo Fernandez. It's just not nice to see him looking so meaty on the field, I have to say. Oh, Neto. He's never done that before. Palmer again. Oh, ah. Bro. As I'm telling you, like, we've turned Enzo Fernandez into Mason Mount. And this fan base, for some reason, used to... Not this fan base, the online fan base. I don't know what they had against Mount, but it feels like I have to watch Enzo doing, like, a Paul Mount impersonation. And I thought we signed Enzo because we didn't want Mount stuff in the team anymore. I'll say this, yeah. If there was one guy I was always completely surprised by with Clear Lake that they would sell, was Mason Mount, because I just thought he was like the definition of like Chelsea. I have to say, like behind the scenes, I've only heard amazing things about him, like the charitable stuff he does. Everyone has like a feel good Mason Mount story about, waiting, being the only guy to sign stuff for the fans, just doing all that extra stuff, right? And I always got like baffed, like, rah, they just said, you know what, Mount, you're out. I thought it was kind of cold. And people will be like, oh, but his injuries he had, who knows if maybe he would have got better here. You can't really predict that, right? But I always just felt, rah, it's very like harsh that Mount got moved on, when I don't think everyone that we've signed over the years is like levels above him. I'm sorry. That guy that got an assist in the Champions League for us, those games against Madrid, that run in the CL, please. Like, I'm sorry. I can't be, I'm not going to disrespect Mount for that. I don't know. I just felt like he was up there with like your Reeses and Chalobahs and stuff, with like guys that wouldn't be leaving the club anytime soon. Oh, Palmer. That's it, Palmer. Oh, Chaz a nutmeg. Stopped. How does Neto do anything other than exist there? People don't know under Posh, Palmer was a right winger. Nini, was Gusto the best player in the first half? Yes, Michael. I think Gusto was the best player in the first half. But I think Fofana's been good first half. I also think Joao Pedro has been good, if you're looking at the details. And Jalabah's been good, and Sanchez. So there's been some good performances. Nah. No. I felt like I covered that Mount story so many times. He was promised a contract, which I think the biggest mistake Mount made was not accepting the deal during the World Cup, because he thought, let me be professional, let me focus on England, and let me sign it after the World Cup. But by the time that happened, obviously Winsley and Co were brought in, and the talks were off the table, and then they were offering him a new contract for way less money, and then they offered him a deal for way less years. They didn't offer him a 3-year deal. It was like, take this contract extension deal. I just feel, I don't know why so many have forgotten the details behind that story, and like internet fallacy has taken over around what really went down. But I don't know. But again, this is football, right? I mean, people don't care about the truth really, just like how they feel around it. But I don't know. I felt like he got done a bit dirty, to be fair, especially for like everything he's done for the club over the years. And I don't know. But then that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Like I said, I watched that academy team rising through the ranks, your Mounts, your Hudson-Odois, Root. I mean, you guys know me. Anyway, that's it. Enzo, carrying. Can he play a pass? Can he do anything of quality? Yes. Fines Garnacho. Oh, too short, Garnacho. But again, balls rebounded to Joao Pedro. Enzo, taking the pace out the game a little bit. Palmer. I don't think it's been Palmer's most influential game. He's got the goal, but he's not really done too much to really affect the game for us. So it still communicates that he needs a bit more time. Fofana, Gusto, back inside. You know what? I don't mind kind of frustrating Everton a little bit now. All balling behind to find Garnacho. That's it. Come on, Garnacho. Garnacho. Bro, I might have to take off Garnacho now. Real talk. I mean, I can see why he was in this lineup. As I was saying, yeah, pace against O'Brien was going to offer something eventually. But obviously, we have two really young guys, and Garnacho is a good player. But we all know this, right? He's a high volume player, yeah? He needs to do the same action 10 times. And out of every 10 actions, he might score once or twice. He's had opportunities to get a goal today, like a guaranteed goal in this game today, a guaranteed goal, and he's flopped it every single time now. Oh, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But that's Garnacho. That's Garnacho. I think again, it's like Robert Sanchez. The club have signed him because it's like, listen, if this guy does get it right, we've got like a flipping star on the left wing, right? That's how they see things with this signing. But the thing for us fans is that, okay, it's another guy that's going to need, what, 2-3 years before we see if this experiment works or not. Oh. But it's just like he's just so interested that he's always in the right positions doing the right things. But end product with this guy. End products. Neto. Look where you couldn't see Palmer, bro, to play ball over the top now. Come on, Neto, man. Let's have some imagination, please. Andre, thank you. Enzo, that must be Enzo. Oh. That's it, cool. That French connection then. Malo with that defense splitting assist. I think, listen, I've not even seen Enzo Fernandez play that type of ball into no one in like 2 months of football, man. I say Andre finally getting minutes after so long, after he played that top game against Burnley. Buonanotte not even about. Yeah, none of these guys are about right now. Enzo, is that Enzo doing shifts as an attacking mids? Bro, Joao Pedro's just out here to suffer, man. He's getting nothing in this game. He's getting nothing in this game, man. That's it, Drev. That's it, Drev. My guy. That's it, Drev. This is what I mean. Every time Drev does good stuff, this fan base never champions nothing he does. When it's Fofana, fair enough, he deserves it. But Drev isn't behind Fofana. He's matching him. Why do you think we're getting clean sheets at the moment? But I don't see anyone eulogizing Jalaba for nothing. It's just like, oh, you wait for the next mistake from Jalaba. And that seems to be the energy he attracts for some reason. But he's been on point today. He's been on point today. That's it, Sanchez all day. Come on, counter-attack time. Love those Sanchez customary long throws to release attacks. Neto on the left-hand side doing what? Doing F4. Don't foul him. Don't be dumb now. But I don't like, you know what? I think my one toxic trait online is doing comparisons. You know what, you guys? I like a bit of consistency and I like fairness, yeah? That's how I operate. If it's one rule for someone, it has to be the same rule for the other person. But I just go about thinking about all the negative criticisms that guys like Gallagher would get all the time, yeah? And I just think to myself, and I just think, listen, I understand that Enzo's reduced a little bit tactically, but like, you know, if this was like Gallagher putting in these performances we're seeing, which he never did for us, when he was better than Caicedo and Enzo that season under Pochettino, you would not hear that, like, the death threats, like the abuse you get on socials, it'll be never ending, bro. You know, oh, he's got no technique. He's just a runner. He can't pass. He can't do this. He can't do that. You know what I mean? But I never saw his form dip for us like this at all because he's one of the fittest players in the league. You know, I always thought, again, the guys like him and Mounts, they could have been very valuable squad guys to have. Yeah, very valuable. I see how, like, United, for example, and clubs like that, or Madrid, they have their squad guys and they become part of the club mythology, right? Because you need those guys that you can trust all the time, right? I don't know, man. And has been very quiet in this half. We're cutting that option out to O'Brien. Cuckoo. Oh, bro, so many Prem games are so start and stop, aren't they? Like every minute or two, there's a foul. There's something, you know? Look at Tarkovsky apologizing. I didn't mean it, bro. I didn't mean it. But you know what I'm saying? Prem games are so start and stop, man. It's just like, oh. This is why I kind of like La Liga games. When I like to watch La Liga for a bit of flow, a bit of like nice football, passing moves, you know? Little things like that, man. I just want to see like a consistent run of play now in this half. Yeah, exactly. There was always a scapegoat. There was always a scapegoat. But now, like, all those scapegoats aren't there anymore. You see how, like, the arguments that were used against them don't exist anymore now. Don't exist. I feel like they're slowly creeping in for Enzo. And obviously, I like to be fair on all players. So I'm not using this as an opportunity to kind of punch down an Enzo because he's not good enough. If you guys have been watching me, you know how gassed I was for the signing and for everything. I just think at the moment, he gets overused a bit. And I also think at times he doesn't have the possibility sometimes to orchestrate from deep as much. Yes, Trev! That's what I'm talking about, man. Bro, this is so weird to me. I feel like United fans are, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like maybe they big up their academy grads like a lot more compared to Chelsea fans. Maybe we've taken them for granted. I don't know what it is. But again, like I said, I saw another superb tackle from Trev. Yeah, he lost the first battle, remained committed. Look at that little slider he puts in then against Njai. Now that Jalaba's told to step up on him a lot more this half, because here's the thing, right? Obviously, Kukurea, like Jalaba was staying inside, waiting for crosses, and Kuku was on Njai. But when Njai was coming inside, Kuku was naturally following him inside, which meant O'Brien had that space out wide. So one tweak that Maresca's made second half is telling Jalaba to step up more on Njai. When he's coming inside, step up on him, trust him. And I think this is why I'm really loving the performance from him second half, because it means that his game now is made more difficult by having to do that. And he's showing that he can rise to the occasion and rise to the challenge right now. So I got to big up Trev, man. I got to big him up. Good, very good performance second half. At the moment, I'd say he's been the best defender. And that's not taken away from Fofana, who's also been matching it too. But yeah, man, Trev's story, again, typical Clear Lake type of move, just was about to get forced out for what? Forced out for vibes. Because there was no football decision behind why you are going to be happy to keep Tosin in the team and have Chalobah go to Crystal Palace. It should be the other flipping way round, yeah? For a guy that's played in Europe, you're looking to push him onto any club for money. I'm sorry, that's the only little downside. I just felt like Clear Lake would have had a smoother transition if they just maybe champions the best parts about the club. You didn't have to kill everything and start again. I'm sorry, you did not have to do that. You could have taken the best bits about the club and improved everything else around it. Yeah? And I think Jalaba is the definition of that mistake in their strategy. Because you saw him as finished used goods, which he never was. And now this guy's come back here to become your best defender alongside Fofana. And this is looking like clean sheet number 5. For a team, for a defence that looked like clean sheets never existed. So good on Trevor Jalaba, man. Good on him, honestly. Good on this guy. Garnacho is finally off Gittins. Come on, Gittins. Need to see something today, bro. Looks like Esteval's going to get the final 10 minutes for some reason. Fair enough. Love this one. Yep. Give us more goals. Appiah getting, yeah, exactly. Imagine ROC in this team. Yeah. I mean, ROC before that super friendly, we had a special player taken away from us. Like, I think his second half of the season under Sari is one of the, there's only one player that I've seen play on Hazard's level, and that was Ruben that season, man. That always makes me, I mean, obviously he's come back, but he's just not like quite the same with the carries and stuff, right? I don't know, man. Betcha. Oh my, why am I saying that? Sorry. Something flashed on the screen and my mouth is just repeated it for some reason. Come on, I want to see like a shot on goal at least, though, boys. Come on. Enzo through the legs, of course. Just, I don't know why the guy's still on the field. Grealish showing this man up. Little quick steps from Neto. Forces the in-swinger because that's all he has. Headed straight back out to Njai. Come on, Kukurea. That's it. You got him stationed. Gittins. Doubling up. Deep cross. Oh, shit. Oh, good save from Sanchez, man. Good save from Robert. The only guy alert in that moment then. I mean, Robert Sanchez, I think 2025 must be the best year of his whole career, man. It's like he understands what it is to be a top keeper. And it's just crazy how reliable he's been for us. Like this year now. Yes, Gittins. That's it, Gittins. Oh, get in front. Nah, not strong enough. Yes, thank you, Enzo. Finally, one good thing in the game. Pedro by himself. Nice little touch inside. Great striker play. Great hold up. I overdid it then. But I get why. I get it. But you overdid it, my guy. Estevao. What does Estevao have to do to get some minutes? But I listen, Joao Pedro definitely overplayed, but sometimes I get it, man. It's just like, I've not touched the ball in how long? I don't want to give it up just yet. Like, let me feel this ball a little bit, man. Yeah, there's nothing in that. Come on, there's nothing in that. Okay, Beto. Barry, yeah, was completely just wrapped up in this game today. Yes, Samuel, big up, bro. Respect to you as well, my guy. AJ Cole, but right now we should accept it. Estevao is not a starter anytime, so I mean, I don't know why. But at the same time, you know, the pacing behind the outlet. I mean, let's be serious, you guys. You know, if Garnacho's finishing boots was on, the decision to start him made a lot more sense, right? Andre, left foot. Oh, he's leaning back. He's leaning back. But wow, see that little like touch of the back of his head. Then he just does these like little nice, like you know, these little nice moments I like. But Santos is shooting like me, man, slicing it, and yeah, long goal kick. That's good. Oh, Wesley. All right, cool. Say less, Wesley. Say less. That was an interesting header then. It worked. Like Tuchel watching things, I hope you're paying attention to Jalaba. I would like to see Jalaba in that England squad. I think he's one of the most versatile defenders in the country. And he's peaking at the right time now. Please, Levi on that bench. And that's the shame with Cole getting injured. I think the World Cup would have been him and Gay as the number 1 and 2. Reese. I think it's been like a very defensive, accomplished performance. He's like reading the danger quite well. He's sweeping up things a lot of times. It's one of those games where he's doing all the quiet things that's keeping the game ticking. But I'm not going to lie, you guys. It feels like this last 10 minutes has been really, really slow. Like nothing's happening. This has been like one of the slowest second halves I've seen all season, it feels like. Like the 70th minute. It's feeling like a little bit of a slog right now, I'll be honest with you guys. It's like nothing's going on at all. Why is Enzo still on the field? Bro. Mads. Oh, that's it. That's it. Good defending. One little ball over the top. But that's it. That's good defending then. Close them down. Oh, that's good defending. Good, boys. Keep it up. Don't let the cross come back in. So often, Everton have had so much joy from O'Brien being the free guy out wide. And this guy's whipped in some danger. No, is that Garner? Or was that? I don't even know. I can't even tell these guys, man. Indai. Oh, Alcaraz. They whipped in some balls in this game, yeah. They especially down to that the left sides on that far side. Then some very dangerous balls. Yes, finally, no foul. Come on, Neto. That's it. Joao Pedro releases the space for Enzo into the feet of Gittins. Come on, Gittins inside and just take a shot. Let the rocket off, man. Oh. Gittins, that's it. Nice play from Gittins. Ooh. It's like his exits and stuff when he dribbles. He's so clean and sharp. I think he could be an interesting player, Gittins. Ooh. And I like the fact that he's never afraid to use his left foot. Like, he does quite a lot with that left foot. It makes him even harder to contain. Neto. Interesting delivery. Oh, no. Oh, that's unlucky. That should be 3. We've made like at least, 4, 5, 6 big chances in this game. Oh, free kick. That's it. Maresca's subs management, I don't think it's been bad in this game, man. Nah, let's not be using the sub management today. Like, listen, I want to see my favourites on the field too, but we're not at a disadvantage. And we've actually made at least second half. How much in the second half? Okay, we've made 2 big chances in the second half to Everton's 0. And in the first half was 3 big chances to Everton's 2. So in the second half, we have kind of killed Everton's game, but it's also creating. And we should be a goal up if Garnacho scores. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like Joao Pedro today has been done. I don't want to say dirty, but yeah, he's been on his own today, man. It's been a hard game. I don't think his teammates are doing enough for him in this game, if I'm being honest, man. Who's taking this free kick now? James. Okay, it's got to be Reece, right? Come on, Reece, please. I need to see 3 goals today, man. We've suffered, bro. Like, we've actually suffered in December. Come on, Reece. That's yours, my guy. Oh! Reece James. Oh. You know what? Low-key, I wish he went for the other side. For me, that's like a harder attempt to aim for the right post. I think the left-hand side was free, man. Neto, in-swinger again. One thing I've noticed this season, though, boys, is that I feel like our in-swinging set pieces have been some of the best in the league because the consistency in which we are finding guys in that 6-yard box, I don't remember seeing this much dominance in a long time. You know how many times, guy, look at again, bro, that's what I'm talking about. You know how many times it's hitting the first man or it's too short? Yes, that's yours. That's your ball, Reese. Win the free kick. Ah, he tried it, but it's the right idea. Yes, Wes. Good foul, Wes. Good foul. And it's on right now. Oh, bro. Oh, this is what I love about football, man. A little bit of like playground antics, and it can just like kick off just like that. He's getting a yellow for that. That's funny, man. Nah, and Reese kind of fell down, no foul. But that was a good foul from Fofana. And look at that little playground antics then. And that's enough to just like make a guy's blood boil. And that's it. It's on right now. Ah, that's funny. Gittins, can he get there? Come on, Maraska, at least give Esteval like 10 minutes, man, 15. Let the kid play a bit, man. Let him just stretch his legs, man. Come on. Like, this is the type of player the fans, every time fans go to the stadium, they want to watch Esteval. Let's keep it real. We want to see what he can do. Nice little Corey from Joao. Of course. Yeah, proper shithousery from Wes. Yeah, it was. It was. And it's like the most like playground, like, you know, school kids type of shithousery too. Okay, Wes. Spreads by Kukurea. Come on, inside to Reese. That's it. Bit better. Faster. That's yours, Reese, please. Come on, Andre. Forward. Forwards. That's it. Gittins is inside. Carry it up. That's it, Gittins. Oh, the acceleration. But why? See, Enzo's behind the play. He's not ahead then. Oh, bro, playing 90 minutes again. It's crazy. It's actually crazy work, man. Gittins. Enzo. Andre. Oh. Forcing it long from Everton, and Reece James is there. I think Reece James' second half might be the best performer. Again, it's a very quiet job today that he's been on top of. Ah, that's it. Wes. Played Wes. But yeah, Reece James did all the quiet stuff very well in this game. Keeping the game ticking, breaking up the play, loose balls. He's everywhere you need him to be right now. That's it again, Reece. Who do you find? Who do you find? Who's that? Who's that? Unlucky. That's it. And Jai has been very quiet second half. Can't get in the game. That's it. Doubled up on, played it backwards. Good pressing, boys. Gay. Keane doesn't get intercepted. That's it. Yes, Gusto's there to intercept. Oh, great ball to Joao. Joao, take the shot for yourself. Just go for it, man. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so what? I don't even care. I don't care that he went for that then. Listen, he would have played the passing otherwise, but when you're just starved of service, it's like this, the only time you can get something. I mean, was that a shot or was that just like hitting it across goal to see if someone taps that in? I don't. Was that like a shot from Joao? Maybe not. Okay, so whoever commented maybe seen Esteval false nine. He's on now. All right, cool. All right, so Esteval playing up front. Fair enough. Who commented Esteval false nine? You might be getting a wish. No. Neto will probably move up front. Let's keep it real. Neto's going up front. Esteval on the right hand side. Sorry, don't get too gassed. Whoever said that, it's gonna be Neto up front. Let's keep it real. Yeah, somebody called it earlier Esteval for Pedro, and somebody here laughs at him. Yeah, well, you got the last laugh. Oh my lord, man. Tyler Dibbling and Southampton were asking for 100 million. Outrageous. But it's another game where I don't see Esteval, Palmer, and Joao together, which is a bit of a shame, I have to say. Corner time. Reese. Oh. Milivenko, tons of space to carry. Alcaraz. Intercepted. No heart, man. Everton got no heart. Enzo, finally a good ball to release Esteval. Esteval, please. This is all you, my guys. This is all you. Fair enough. Oh, Esteval, bro. Overdid it for no reason, my guy. Overdid it then. But he's like, yeah, I'm on the ball. The fans are gassed. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? But that's the thing, right? He's young. Sanchez. Come on, Esteval. Head up. I mean, Santos. Getting these guys mixed up. We got like not too long now until the game is over. Wes and Jalo today have been class. Yes, Wes, Jalo, Reese, Sanchez, very good. And Malo Gusto, obviously. I just think that we just wrapped up Everton. I think once Jalaba was told to step up and then die, that whole outlet, that was only Everton's only attack, right? Of Ndai coming inside and creating space for O'Brien, it went. It went. And it meant that we can start to maybe control them and then start to play more aggressively and then start to target the spaces in behind Everton. If Garnacho had his finishing boots on, bro, it's a different story today in terms of the scoreline. Completely different story. Sanchez long goal kick. That's it. Come on, Esteval. That's it, Reese. Stick at your man. Played Reese. That's what I mean, man. Reese James, he's looking like a real DM. Like a real Real DM. That's it, boys. Come on.